Hey everyone. Today I'm really excited to share with you the PetSafe Guardian GPS and tracking review. So if you've recently searched for that, you've absolutely come to the right place. I know everyone's really excited about this review and learning more about it. So today what we're gonna do is go through some unboxing, go through the setup, give you some pros and cons of the collar itself, and see if it can give you that peace of mind and really help reassure you with this type of collar. So we'll get going shortly and dive right in. If you like the new and improved Guardian, you can click the link in the description below for an exclusive discount for all of our viewers. So now let's take a look at what's inside the box. First up, we have the collar. It snaps nicely right here to lock it in place. There's also an adjustable cord here for all different types of dogs. Based on the size, it would probably work better with medium to large size dogs, but it absolutely could shrink up nicely for small dogs too. Looks very rugged, which is really great. So I shouldn't have any problems with your pup running around outside, get caught in trees and bushes and such. We have the charging base, the USB cord and charging block, the static correction tester, and finally, the 2 sets of static correction prongs. So you should have these inside the box for a complete collar setup. Alrighty, let's get into the fence setup. So my buddy and I, Zach, actually live tested this the other day, and it did work. We were able to plot out the fence, we were able to live test it, and it worked pretty well. The one thing I would say is it had a struggle sometimes connecting to the GPS. So it did take quite a while. That was one of our biggest concerns when setting it up, was that it really struggled to make that connection. Can you have that peace of mind with it? We weren't entirely sure.
Yeah, definitely a little bit more connectivity issues than I'm used to, especially like needing to reboot and reconnect the collar after changing the static correction settings or uploading a new fence. You know, maybe that happens sometimes with the other collars, but it's definitely not an every time thing.
However, when we did get it set up and Zach went outside the barriers, it absolutely worked and he was shocked. So it does work when it's set up appropriately and when the GPS connection is at full strength.
All right, I'm gonna approach the boundary there. Let's see how it goes. Should be alerting by now, and it's not. Oh, there's the alert. Okay, and I'm gonna continue on. Yep, okay, and it is a very gentle pulsating static, much like the original Guardian, but very noticeable. I don't know if you can see my face twitching, can certainly feel it. That is just on the setting of 1, the lowest setting. The default is static, which I always appreciate. Only use the static if you really feel like you need to.
One thing to keep in mind with this collar as well is it does have a subscription. So it is $10 a month if you want to pay monthly as of this filming right now. Also, if you wanted to sign up for a full year, that is $90 for that initial startup, and will renew for about $100 a year moving forward as well. As I mentioned earlier, we live tested this. So let's check out some of the live action.
Here, so let's go ahead and approach the boundary without me wearing it again. Oh, so it's alerting a little earlier than last time.
Yep, it's right on the edge.
Right on the edge on the... Okay, so that's, I'm guessing, the full correction. Not yet. Let's see if we go farther. Yeah, there is some static. It's just very light on my fingertips. I'm guessing I'll feel that more on my neck. But let's see here as we go back into the boundaries. It's going back to the alert there. And now that's off. Okay.
It's hard to know how accurate the boundary is because you're only able to set the fences on your phone. You're not able to actually walk the boundary and put those posts out for your fence. The boundary is relatively consistent and the alarm does set off prior to correction, which is really great. There is some boundary drift, however, but you will find that with the top GPS collars out there. So I don't think that's anything to worry about. So what do we enjoy about the PetSafe Guardian GPS collar? Well, first off, it's not overly expensive. It's priced right in the middle of the range for GPS collars out there right now. The one side of that you have to remember though is it does come with a subscription. When you get it up and running, it's reasonably reliable. And the feedback sequence is also fair for your dog. The static feedback is turned off by default, but if you do want to use it, it's a bit more gentle compared to some of the alternatives out there right now. So what did we not love about the PetSafe Guardian GPS collar? Well, essentially the setup isn't very straightforward and can take a decent amount of time. So if you're going to do that, absolutely leave yourself with an hour or two to be able to work on this. There were also connectivity issues. If you were trying to place a different fence or kind of change a setting within the app, you needed to essentially go through and restart the entire app and reset all of your options to be able to do so. So it became quite frustrating over time and is one of the reasons why you need to allocate some time for this. In regard to the verdict, it absolutely has its place within the GPS dog fence market, but it does have some quirks and some issues it needs to work out to be best of breed. We would suggest the spot on collar if you're looking for the best of the best GPS collars right now. Don't forget to click the link down below to get a discount for your pup on the PetSafe GPS and tracking collar. I'll also leave some helpful videos playing for you after this wraps up, so you can check those out as well. And until next time, dog lovers, keep those tails wagging.